Okay, we're back. I told you I had a whole bunch of boxes to try and get through. Oh, hey, we are back with some juicy honey this time. We don't do juicy honey very often on here because a lot of the juicy honey boxes are always a lot more expensive than the CJ and the hits, and sometimes the Lovin' You, but the Lovin' You ones are getting kind of expensive on some of their stuff too. So here we are, Juicy Honey Plus 25. So that means we are either going to have 2 or 3 hits. I think the Juicy Honey Plus are regularly just 2 hits, but I think sometimes there's 3 hits in them, but we will see. So Juicy Honey Plus, always 4 girls inside. We have Tano, if I'm going in the right order, I'm pretty sure I am. Tano, Mo Amatsuka, Mio Ishikawa, and Airi Nagisa. So there we go. We got our 4 girls in there. This is the wedding themed one, and for the promo cards I grabbed the Mio Ishikawa, which should be the 3rd one here on there. There we go. I don't even, half the time I don't even know what promo cards to grab, because there's like 2 or 3 promo cards per girl, and I think there's like a total, I think it's 3, so I think there's a total of 12. And if I've never seen these girls before, then I don't know who to grab. Like the last Juicy we did was because Julia was in it. So, of course, I got the Julia one. So, let's crack into this one. And, of course, on the back, they have the rundown of the types of hits that we can get inside here. So, I think, does Juicy have a box card? I think they do. So, regular cards, 72 base cards, insert cards, 9 cards. That's kind of like what we had in the CJ set with the gold rimmed one. Special insert cards, type A, type B, base autograph, type A, type B, wedding dress card, honey negligee card, lingerie set, bikini card, honey veil card. Premium inserts. God, there's a lot. All right, so type C and type D are the lower, right? Succubus cards. I don't even know what that is, but that sounds great. Die cut. 1 of 1s. God. Combo autographs. Quartet autographs. Message set. Autographed message set. Art of Honey set. God, they've added a lot of stuff in here. Bra hook, bra strap, DNA, nipple stamp. Okay. It's too many to go through. Now, I can't remember. Does this have a card inside or no? Alright. So it's CJ that has a card, a box card, but Juicy does not have the box card. So let's put our girls up there. So Juicy has more packs per box than CJ does. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16 packs. But we're also looking at 4 girls to 1. I think it's 12 packs was what was in the CJs. And we got 16 packs here, but we also have 4 girls to get through. Now these are going to have to be double checked off, because we are going to be, we're going to be blocking a lot of stuff on these ones. Yeah, I kind of totally forgot about that. We have to block it. Jesus. Okay. So, we'll start with an easy one. Alright. That's Airi Nagisa. Right? So that is number 4 on that card. You'll understand why I said Jesus in a second, because I was very, very surprised by something I saw. Alright, Airi Nagisa. If you're into very small girls, Airi Nagisa is one. I can't show you something that's very big on the very small girl, but that's basically what we're dealing with. Mio Ishikawa, that's the one that we have our special card up there for. Mo Amatsuka, she's kind of cute. She's got like a weird plastic sex doll face though. Like almost like she's a robot that was built for this or something like that. Mio Ishikawa. Yeah, that's the one that we picked up top there. I think I picked the right one. I really do. Okay. Oh, I almost missed something down below down there. Somebody needs a little bit of, I don't know. shall we say, hedge clipping? Would that be a good way of putting it? Yeah, I don't know how to tactfully say that, but she got full jungle going on. All right, let's see. There we go. There we go. And okay. This is the whole one where I said Jesus. I don't know how, I don't even know how to explain it. But we need longer thumbs on this girl. Completely. We need very long thumbs. As you can see, my thumb is not in the same position to cover the same thing. So, yeah, she is stacked. Maybe that's a good way of saying it. She's stacked, but I don't know. If we compared her to a car, we'd compare her to a lowrider. Maybe that's a good way of putting it. She's like a stacked lowrider. That would be the nicest way for me to say that one. All right, we have one of our hits here. I'm just trying to find something that could cover that hit. Ooh, that would actually not get me in trouble. I don't think there's any cards that I can use to cover that hit. Maybe. Okay, I don't know. All right, well, we're going to use Mio Ishikawa to cover our hit. It's not Mio Ishikawa on the card back there, but yeah. All right, Juicy special card. That's one of the 9 special cards. These ones are like silver stamped outlined ones. Yeah, like it says on the back there, SP 6 out of 9. So the SP cards for this set are the silver inlay around them on that one. All right, let's flip through a little bit more of these ones. Did we look at the back of the other ones? I don't even think we did the back of the other ones, did we? God damn it, we didn't even do the backs of them. All right. Well, let's get through the fronts of these ones first. I forgot. We got to flip these cards over, and we got to check out both sides of them, right? That's risky, but not. See, she did some... Who's that one? Mio Ishikawa did some yard work. All right? Mio Ishikawa did some yard work, but that Tano girl, the lowrider, she did not do any yard work. She has not had the gardeners in for a while on that one. All right. There we go. And see, these ones, I don't know these ones don't seem to have a lot of, there doesn't really seem to be like a lot of outfits to this one. This seems to be mostly just, I guess because we're coming from a different, we've gone through 3 different types of sets in the last couple of videos, right? Like we've come from the hits, that's what that one was called. We came from the hits set, which was like the gravure, or however you're supposed to say it, and it's non-nude. We come from the CJ, which is one girl with like multiple costumes. And those cards, they really, I don't know, I guess those cards to me, they kind of go more all out on their cards. Like for costumes and settings and like where they are and stuff like that. Like that's a nice card because it's different from the rest of the cards. But most of these cards is just the girl standing there frozen like a robot, either half naked or fully naked on the card. There's not a lot of variation in the pictures. It's just, Jesus. I need a big thumb on that one. Half that thumb is just covering up the front yard. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I kind of find this set a little bit, I guess, for collectors of these or people who really enjoy these cards, I guess it's nice where, like, 90% of the cards is just absolutely naked. Like, just almost completely naked. But they don't have a lot of, I don't know. They don't have a lot, I guess, emotion on their face. I don't know. They just, most of them are just sitting there with that frozen look on their face of, like, a cheap sex doll. And there's not much else to what's going on. Like, oh, I guess a few of these ones are starting to look a little bit better, but not that much. Oh, I'm going to stop complaining, because I know people are here to see this stuff, but there we go. Let's get our thumbs way down at the bottom of the card there for Miss Tano with her juicy special card. And let's get all of her body completely covered on there. Alright. Okay. Special card again. This one is Airi Nagisa. Airi Nagisa? I don't know. Alright, well there's one that at least we don't have to cover up, of Amatsuka. So it's it's Mio. Mio's the one that we have up at the front there. Alright. Alright, see, we're starting to get into some cards finally that are different outfits, where we're not just sitting there looking at a naked girl on the card. She didn't really wear it properly there, so we got to cover that stuff up. Like, this is the type of card I'm talking about. It's basically just them standing there, looking concerned, looking blank. Alright, we got to cover a little bit of that wedding dress for the big girl. Yeah, see, like this, it's like, hey, I got a veil on, and that's all we have. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I guess to me the design of these cards is not as interesting, or at least to me. This is a really beautiful card. And that's the Mo Ishikawa. No, that's Mo Amatsuka. Yeah, it's just, I guess it's Juicy Honey really goes for the full out. Like the 18 plus, you gotta be 18 plus on these ones. You might even need to be a few years older than 18 for a lot of these ones. Yeah, they are. I guess we're talking about the different sets. We're going from like no front yard with hits to like a tiny bit of front yard with the CJ to like full front yard. Somebody's got to call the gardeners for the Juicy Honey ones. All right. Now, let's see here. I didn't know. I don't know. Maybe that's back in fashion. Maybe I'm too old for this, but maybe that's back in fashion. Maybe we're back to the untrimmed hedges would be a good way of putting it, wouldn't it? Yeah. Maybe that's what we're up to now in fashion. All right, nothing in there. We have our Mo Amatsuka for our juicy special card. Now we have one for each girl. I don't know if that's intentional by them or if we just got lucky, but we have 4 of those cards and we have one for each girl for those specialty ones. Alright. As you can see, she's using both hands to hold up something to make sure it doesn't crash down to the ground and hit her in the toe. Yeah, I'm covering more low than high on these cards. Much more covering of the low than high on these cards. With her, I almost only need my one thumb to cover both. Both parts can be covered with one thumb with her because they're much closer to each other than the other cards are. Alright. I know, I feel like I'm being rude, but I'm just kind of explaining the way that these juicy cards are presenting themselves to me here. I need to get back to the shop. I need to see if they still have some of those Julia cards. Gotta just love me some Julia. Alright, see, we're double thumbing like crazy. Go back to my last video. I think I double thumbed one card in the last video, and that was it. Alright, on the back of these ones, we don't have a lot of options. Alright, we do have some options of ones that we don't need to, but we're basically just thumbing and covering everywhere we go. Some of these backs seem like they're almost the same as the fronts. Like, I'm sorry, this girl, that look on her face in every freaking picture. Like, she just has that look on her face on almost every picture on here. And she just looks like she's been drugged. Right? She looks like she's been drugged and she has no idea where she is. Or she looks like they forgot to... Oh, yeah. She looks like they forgot to change the battery or the motherboard in her, like, in her CPU, and she's not running properly right now. Most of these ones we are covering. Alright. Skip the last two because I think we already looked at those ones. Alright, we're halfway through. We got one hit up at the top there right now. Alright, let's cut into 3 on this one. We're just going to jump into 3 packs here. And we will see what we've got. So we should have at least one more hit. Usually some type of photo in card or checky or something like that is what we should be ending up with. I don't see anything in here yet. Alright, so our hits should be in one of these 4 packs that are up there right now. Alright, well at least there we go. We have just a regular costume, one of Mio Ishikawa. Is she the one that we said looked like she'd been drugged? Because that's the girl that I got up at the front there. No, it's not Mio Ishikawa. No, it's a Mo Amatsuka. This one. Unless I'm getting the names wrong. Usually the names at the top are the names across at the top there. It should be right. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, Mio Ishikawa is the 3rd one across, so that should be right. They do have them in the correct order. Alright, that's Mo Amatsuka. That's the robot that is not running properly. Alright. So, okay, see, on this picture, you can see what I'm talking about. Like, that bikini's not holding up what it should be holding. It's barely holding up what it should be holding up. And trust me, the whole abs and all that stuff, most of the other pictures, we're not really seeing the abs. We're almost not seeing the belly button on the other pictures. That's where we're at with her. That's one of the 2 things I was talking about with her. All right. There we go. See, that's a nice... I like cards like this. Oh, and that's Miss Gigantor. Better cards like that. Different outfit, different look. Give them something different. Instead of just standing there all the time. Like, something fell off. Alright. I guess because almost everything in here is just white. Because of the wedding thing, it just seems like such a plain set. To see them in something like this that actually has some color to it is like a nice change from just so many just white cards. Alright. That's who? That's Airi Nagisa. That's Airi Nagisa again. Airi Nagisa would be the opposite of that Tano girl. It's like one of them could loan something to the other one. But, yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. Yeah. They're basically complete opposites when it comes to the upper body. But the one that is the smaller one has very not small parts that are there. Alright. Do we need all these backs of the cards? I think we do, because people tune in here to see all the cards. So, we kind of have to go through all of them to try and find where the hell are our hits. Alright. Yeah, this one, I picked up this one when it first came out. This set I grabbed right away, because they had like a release night sale on this one. So it was cheaper than it would be to buy in the stores now. So I grabbed one because I happened to be there that night. Just so we'd have some more stuff to break. Because it's not any of the girls that I usually will be trying to find to do the breaks with. Sometimes I'm ready to show you the card without covering it. And then I gotta do a quick double check just to make sure. Because there's always a chance that there's something to see-through that I didn't notice was see-through. Or something just happens to be right there at the bottom of the card where you don't notice it right away, and then you do after you show it. Alright. Alright. Lots and lots and lots of wedding photos. This one, she's skinny enough. We can just cover her over like that. It's always good to have a skinny robot sex toy. Yeah, that's, once again, the skinny robot. And we got 4 packs left. I feel like we've been going forever on that. 5 packs left. How'd that happen? God damn it. Do I not know how to count? Oh, yeah, because there's 8 on each side, and I just did 3, so that leaves 5 packs. So let's get into these 3. And we'll do the last 2 after that. See if we can find the hit in this one, we can just kind of quickly rip through the base that is left, and then we can check out what our hits are going to be. Okay, let's see. The hits are always, I swear the way I do this, the hits are always going to be... Oh, there we go. That's a cool ass one. I don't even know how to put that one up top. I'm going to have to put this into a team bag because it's not a normal card. Not a normal card at all. Okay. So hit number 2 is in one of these packs. Let me get it into a bag and we will cover her up. Yeah, it's a specialty cut card, so we got to kind of cover it that way. Alright, so we got our hits up there, but there's always a good chance that there's going to be one more hit in those last ones because there is the chance of the final... There is a chance of 3 hits when it comes to the Juicy Plus, and then the Juicy Luxury is like 3 or 4 hits or something like that. But the Juicy Luxury boxes are monstrously expensive. All right, I'm thumbing it, but I'm just showing up here because at least that part of the card we can at least see on these ones. All right, that is the Tano. There is the one that we've been calling the robot sex toy. There we go. That one is the Amatsuka. I guess we never really did kind of just come right up close on like a good look at the girls, right? Alright. Airi Nagisa. She's got a bra on her head. Somebody should show her that's not exactly how you're supposed to be wearing it. Airi Nagisa again. Alright, some of these cards we've seen. It'd be easier if I actually... See, this is cool. We haven't even seen one like this. This is kind of like a Wednesday Addams type look that somebody finally has going on here, right? Mio Ishikawa, the one that we got the card up there for. Like, black dress, black background, that stands out. Everybody else is just white, white, white mostly on these ones. We need more of these Wednesday Addams style ones, like that one. See? They do the photo ops in different places. Everybody's in a white room wearing white. Or like a child's bedroom with freaking flowers all over the wall. All of these. Like, if the girls are wearing white, get a colorful background. Then it's going to pop out a lot more. There's at least a darker background on that one. Yeah, see, they sneak in just the tiniest little bit at the bottom. Right above that. Right above the edge of the end of the picture of the card. They sneak something in that I almost end up showing. Okay. See, that's a cool one. Got some color, got some nice stuff going. That's Tano though. That bra is working overtime right now. Okay. We already looked at those ones. So, what do we have left? 2 packs left. So, we got a chance, a possible chance of one more hit, but I think the normal here is going to just be the 2 hits, just like everything else. But let's get these packs open. Let's do a double check if we got anything else special or not. Doesn't look like it. So I guess with these specialty cards, the special silver ones, you get 4, and it seems like they have it set up so that you will get all 4 girls, or maybe I just got lucky, right? Amatsuka, Airi Nagisa, Tano, and Mio Ishikawa. We got 1 for each girl, but it says there's 9. So I'm assuming that means that each girl has 2 cards, and then maybe there's... Oh, it's probably each girl has 2 cards, and then there's probably like a card with all 4 of them on the card. That's about the only thing that makes sense. We've seen this card like 20 times. We've seen a lot of these cards like 20 or 30 times, right? Actually, we don't even need to cover that one. She's got a phone on. Yeah, it's especially these ones, these Tano ones. It just feels like I've covered the same card again and again and again of her. Alright, no need to cover on that one. No need to cover on that one. See, if we'd opened these packs first, then I wouldn't have been complaining as much, because then we had actually have some cards with some color and with not as much of a need to be blocked. Alright. There is a wedding dress one again. That one just feels like, it looks like it's miscut, or maybe it's just there's a frame that she's standing in or something like that. But there we go. I guess on the back they have like questions and answers. They also have their info, like Tano, date of birth, December 24th, 2003, Capricorn, 158 centimeters tall. Bust is 110 centimeters. She's an L cup. See what I'm talking about? She's a freaking L cup. Like, that's, yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, a lot of these are, some of the cards are going to have, I'm just trying to, so some of the cards have their info in China, or in Japanese on the back. Same thing, like what they're all, like she's a D cup. She's a D cup? Who's that one? Airi Nagisa. Airi Nagisa didn't look... I don't think Airi Nagisa is really a D cup. And they have... God, see, I can't cover this one. And they have, like, the info for their, like, Twitter account at the bottom. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, they've got question and answers on a lot of these ones. Then they have, like, their social media, like, for her as well. That is... Who's that one? Mio Ishikawa, the one that we have the specialty card up there for. Mio Ishikawa, so we can find her on Twitter. I don't know what the other thing is it shows on there, but alright, so they give you, I didn't even notice that on all these cards, questions and answers, stats, Twitter handles. That's pretty cool. Didn't even notice because we were looking at the wrong part of the card. Well, we were looking at the part of the card that everybody's looking at. Alright, so what we have here, are we going to need to cover this one? We will on the back. Alright, first hit, I got to get a bag for it, and I got to get a little bit of tape for it. Actually, for her, we're going to need a lot of tape for it. Alright, our first one here is, oh, this is like those, I forgot, that Juicy Honey number stuff. But they number everything as number 1. Meaning it's like one of a certain number. But we have the Juicy Honey wedding dress, which her dress is not really much of a dress. Like, the material in there is basically like the veil material, because that's pretty much it. Her dress is just made out of sheer, just like the veil. So this wedding dress card could be the veil, could be this part here, could be up here, could be almost anything other than the bra part. Like, her stockings, her dress, and her veil are all the same material anyway. And there she is on the back once again. So that is number 1 out of 330. They made 330 cards. Oh, I guess they could. They made 330 cards out of her wedding dress, which is basically just sheer fishnet. That's all it is. Alright, not a bad hit there. Do we need to cover on this one? Yes, we need to cover on this one too. This one is cool. I've never hit one of these types of cards before. Just we got to get it into the right position for me to tape where I'm not going to accidentally get in trouble. But we have an out of 30 die cut autograph card of Mo Amatsuka, which is the one that I said was a robot and looked like she was just like a offline sex toy. So there we go. Die cut into the Juicy Honey big boob logo that Juicy Honey has. We've got the big boob logo die cut, and we have her autograph right there. That's a pretty cool card. I've never seen a die cut autograph card in one of these sets yet. So there we go. Not a bad set for the price. Alright, sorry for that little cut there. I kind of hit the wrong thing. It flipped around and then I dropped the damn phone. So hopefully I can edit that to fix it a little bit better so it doesn't look ridiculous that I've flipped the camera on myself and dropped the phone and started swearing at the phone. So there we go. There's our hits. I don't know if I said what I said or if it got cut off or whatever, but not a bad box for the price. Pretty cool hits to get one of the wedding dresses and get the out of 30 die cut auto on that one. I was hoping one of our hits would be the Mio Ishikawa, the one over there, but we got what's her name? Tano and Mo Amatsuka. Those are the two that we got, which is basically the girl who needs some yard work done and the offline robot sex toy who looks like she hasn't had any emotions since about, I don't know, 2007. That's probably about the last time she had emotion going. And of course we do have the 4, one for each of the girls. We have the specialty insert cards. We have number 2, 3, 6, and 7. All right, and like I said, it looks like if there's 9 of them, then we can assume that if there's 9 of these cards, that there's going to be 2 for each girl, and there's probably going to be 1 that has all the girls on it together. So there we go. That's it for me, Juicy Honey. Now I got to edit these 2 videos together so I don't look like a freaking rookie. And that's it. We are done here. Stay tuned. Come on back. We got more. I got more boxes. More boxes and more time. So we're going to break a couple more of these boxes and we're going to get some more stuff up on here. So we should be a little bit more regular with the content on here. Probably every week and a half or so, I think. Right now is about what I'm going to be posting these just to kind of kill up some time. But if we get more videos kind of backlogged on here, then we will just move them all up a little bit to kind of be released sooner. So just stay tuned. If you're new here, like, share, subscribe. I don't know where you can share this stuff, but like the video, subscribe, and keep on coming back to check out more of the cards, more hits, more Juicy Honey, more CJ, more hits, and more Loving You cards. We got so much stuff to hit now. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks for hanging out. See you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.